Okay, so in this lecture we'll understand about functions. Okay, the function concept also is similar or same as what we have seen in C. Right, but there is a different way also of defining the function. So that's what we are going to see. So you can say create a new file and just add functions. So let's change this reference also here so that it points to our new file. So to define a function, you just will start with the function keyword, and let's suppose I'm just doing the function of adding the two numbers basically. Okay, so I can just give like this a comma b. Okay, and then I'll just say return a plus b. Okay, so this is one way of defining the function. This is our C way of doing it, and I can just console log it. I can say just add 3 and 4, right? So then it will automatically add them and print it here. So let's refresh. See, it has added and printed. Okay, 3 plus 4 is 7. So it has printed 7. So this is one way of defining the functions. As you have seen here, I am not preceding this variable with var, so that is not required. So we just have to say add a comma b, and any data type it will get injected into that. You can pass any data. You can pass array, no matter what. Like as we have seen, anything is a variable, so it will accept it. Okay, so that's how it works. So you are just returning a plus b. So there is another way of doing the same thing. Okay, so let's do multiply. Okay, so you can say var. So as we have seen in the data types, right? We have seen var as number, string, object, and array. And here we are seeing even function can be a variable. Okay, so you all you need to do is just say function, and then you need to say a comma b. So name is already given, right? Name is multiply, so the variable name is the function name. So all you need to do is say var multiply equal to function a comma b, and then you will just return right, a multiplied with b. Okay, so now if you see, now you can do the same thing, call multiply instead of add 3 comma 4. Now you should see the value of 12. Okay, we got the value of 12 here. So you can do the function definition like this also. But one thing we need to understand very carefully. So what's the difference between this type of declaration and this type of declaration? Right, so let's understand. So let us suppose I want to put the console log here, right, and I will say add 3 comma 4. Okay, let's just comment this out, and I'll say add 3 comma 4 before even defining this add function. Okay, so first I have called the function, then I have defined this function. Okay, so the order in which I am doing the things matters. Okay, so here I have called add 3 comma 4, and let's see what it outputs, right? So if I just refresh, it is outputting 7. Okay, so though you have called this particular function before declaring it, it worked just like C, right? You can, the order doesn't matter. As long as you define a function, once you call it, it will just see all the list of the functions, and then it will call any function available with that particular name and those number of operators, right? So it just calls that function and it does what it has to do. But if you are calling this one, right, if you are calling multiply here before defining that particular function, then see what happens. See, it throws an error. It says multiply is not a function. So this is the difference between declaring the function in this way and this way. Okay, so if you want to declare a function like this, then you can call this particular function only after defining it, because it is a variable. It is not being defined as a function. It is a variable which holds the function. So only after declaring that variable you can use it, right? If, it is a common thing. Before declaring any variable you cannot use it, right? So it is the same principle. But if you are declaring it as a function, then irrespective of the location of that function, you will be able to call it. So that's the only difference between this and this, okay, which you need to understand. Yeah, let's move forward. Thank you.